Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallen Sandwich Gaming. Today we are going to be picking back up on our Let's Play with Hexoatl, playing as Mazdamundi. So, as well as look into expanding our army a little bit. Let me just try to make a quick adjustment here on the audio. Bring this down to, like, there we go. Let's see how that goes. Okay. So we just managed to capture Maku Peaks. We're just going to do a quick change here. Okay, and it looks like we are ready for the end turn in just a moment. Alright. Now I'm thinking where we're going to end up going next is maybe there's a Norscan tribe up here, the Skeggi, I believe, and they're causing all of this chaos corruption, which is going to end up being a problem for us long term. We also have the New World colonies. They're going to have to be ousted as well, because that is definitely land we want.
A timely arrival.
Yes, it is the Skeggi.
My war.
So I do think taking care of the Skeggi is probably our next order of business, and then the Blue Vipers sooner or later are going to be a problem for us as well. So really it's just consolidating this whole section of the map is going to be our next main goal. So we're going to move back up through Hexoatl and probably declare war on the Skeggi. Let's see, let's go to Blade. Yeah, let's go to Blade Master again. Speaking of Hexoatl, we have a little gold mine upgrade. We can let's combine these two units of Saurus here. So we're going to need more of them as well. Okay. And nice, the Fallen Gates. Okay. And let's just do a little diplomacy, see if there's anybody that likes us. I don't necessarily want to go to war with Sildator and they'll give us a little bit of money. We'll have to go that way eventually, but this is not habitable land, so we definitely don't want to waste our time up there just yet. We are losing relations with Tiranac, so let's get this trade agreement going. They'll give us a little bit of money for it, that's fine. Outside of that, we might have to take care of this Ogre Kingdom's army that's trespassing here. It doesn't seem like it would give us a lot of trouble. Again, we're just early turns. We're going to try to do a lot of stuff quickly, you know. Because if this Chaos Corruption starts bleeding into our territory, we're going to start taking attrition in our home territories, and that's definitely not what we want. Okay, capture 250 battle captives, so let's just see something real quick. Are they at war with anyone? No. They're basically just sitting in our territory recruiting, and we are not going to be cool with that. So let's just move to there, and we'll launch the attack on them. Okay, Decisive Victory with Low Casualties. We're just going to auto-resolve this. It's not worth fighting. And we'll just take the little bit of replenishment, since we're going to be going to war with Skeggi very soon. Okay, now we're going to start working on this magic line here. It's important to get that going for Mazdamundi. And we will park up for a turn, and it might be good to go like that. Probably need more units of spears right now because cav is a big weakness for us.
No!
But I'm not really sure how much cavalry Skeggy are actually going to use. That's more likely going to be an issue when we eventually go to war with the southern colonies. Or the New World colonies.
A search must be made for the lost plaques of Chotek, Savage Lord. His wisdom will surely provide.
Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, we're definitely not ready to do this quest battle yet. That is a pretty high challenge rating. So, Ziggurat Adorn is...
Prepare to be ripped to shreds.
The Skeggy are currently at war with New World colonies, Soldator, and the Bleak Holds. So, we already have relations with Soldator.
Ruthless, speak or
We're just going to go in here, and we're going to join the war. Oh, we can't join their war against... Oh, we're already at war with the Skeggy. I didn't realize that. Well, that makes our job a little bit easier, because then we don't have to really go looking for money. Yeah, and they've pulled back to their capital, where they're continuing to recruit. So that is going to be a little bit of a scrap to try to get control of Skeggy itself. Let's take a look at these building upgrades at the Fallen Gates. So we do have the spice resource available here, but we're not currently... Well, we're only trading with Tiranoc right now. So it might be better to just focus on growth, which we can ditch later down the line. And then the Tablet of Crafts will help out with that as well. Yeah, we can't currently recruit anything. So, once we take the Ziggurat at Dawn, all of our resources are going to go towards getting Skeggy out of here. You know, also, by taking this edge of the map over here, we're going to meet more of the High Elf factions, and being able to establish trade with them is going to be very, very useful for us.
A step too far.
Here we go. We need another 4-stack army coming in.
No.
So, we're going to take Ziggurat at Dawn first. I think that's probably our best option. We'll just bring up. So Ziggurat at Dawn says a low casualty auto resolve. So we're just going to take the auto on that. We are going to loot and occupy because we need the replenishment. And then I think we want to get... I think we want to keep going Apotheosis, though it wouldn't be bad to get Unfathomable Presence for those barrier hit points. These don't open until after rank 12, so we can ignore that for now. We're going to go with Apotheosis. We'll just keep the healing up. Keep going Blade Master. And then for him, I actually want to start bringing this corruption down. Fallen Gates. Spend some money to make some money. Ziggurat at Dawn. Well, how much was that? It's 500. Okay, so that won't repair itself in a single turn. We need to do that. Get these Chameleon Skinks. They're going to be a big help. And that gives us a 20-stack army. So when we actually do move on Skeggy, it's going to be no big deal. Okay. And let's just get a couple of javelins in this army. In turn. Yeah, those Chameleon Skinks are going to be a big help. You know, their ability to stalk and skirmish, they're going to get in and really kind of shoot up the club here, so. Chameleon Skinks are probably one of the better ranged units overall for Lizardmen. Alright, let's take a look here.
Denied.
So that other army went back to Grey Rock Point, which is good for us, because that means we're only looking at 24 units. So it's a pretty even match in the numbers. So first things first, okay, move him to here, and we will move Mazdamundi here as well. And then we're going to just add a couple of units of skink cohorts. I mean, you know, skink cohorts are a pretty trash unit overall, but if we pop the right of Sotek before we actually launch the attack on Skeggy, you know, it'll give us a little bit more advantage. I always like to go high Slan Mage Priest early, because your Slan Mages, you're probably not going to recruit until you can get the higher recruit rank for them. So you just start doing the Rite of Awakening as early as possible to have a bank of Slan Mages, and I like the high mages late game, so to just have one in the pool early is nice. Okay, so he did recruit a little more. We knew he was going to do that, but we managed to avoid attrition, and that's good for us, and recruit a little more. So let's move in and launch the attack. Okay, it is saying close defeat right now. It's a lot of Marauder Berserkers. The Berserkers are a big concern, so are the Great Axe. Let's take a look at this settlement. So, these settlement types in particular don't have a lot of blind spots on the towers. So, when we launch this attack, we're probably going to have to actually hit it with force. I'm going to see if they'll take a turn of attrition or sally out, because I actually think it would be easier to fight this battle in the field. And okay, we still can't really add anything to this other army.
You know nothing.
And he's going to spend a couple of turns recruiting up there. So this is you know, a worst case scenario, they launch the attack on Ziggurat at dawn and sit inside of Skeggy, which is going to force us to attack, but we'll see if we can get them to come out. Okay, and it looks like they're not interested in meeting us in the field there. So we are going to slow down on recruiting a little bit, so this research rate is actually going to be pretty helpful. And we will use that increased research rate to just try to get our economy going a little bit. So if they're going to sit in here and take that attrition, then I'm going to let them. I mean, it's not hurting me to let them do that, and we are safe from the north, and the New World colonies really don't pose much of a threat to us. Maku Peaks. Now, we are going to be expanding south and fighting wars in the south, and so it might be a good idea to actually get garrison here. But for now, we need to expand our recruitment pool. So we're going to open up the spawn pools of lower castes so we can get some red-crested skinks and some skink skirmishers, because I do want to replace the javelins. And then we'll upgrade Hexoatl. Okay. Just move them around a little bit to get rid of that notification. Let's open up diplomacy again. Now, Bleakholds are not a fan of ours, even though we're fighting Skeggy. Same thing with the Cult of Pleasure. Hopefully we don't really have to deal with them too much.
What do you seek from
We'll get the non-aggression pact with Tyrannoch. They'll give us a little bit of money for it, but we just don't really want anything to do with the High Elves. They're pretty much a hard counter for Lizard Men.
Who called?
And we're getting friendly with the New World colonies, which will keep them off our back long enough for us to finish up with Skeggy. Okay, a brutal business, plus 20 base weapon damage for all armies and all factions. Alright, so now you see we're reading a pure victory here. That's obviously much better. I think if we leave it one more turn, then we're kind of just going to be able to steamroll this. They are starting to bring their army down from Grey Rock Point, but they can't actually reach us. So I think next turn is when we launch the attack. And for now, we just let them kind of make the mistake of being too slow on the draw. Okay, Sildator has actually been destroyed, so we are no longer safe on our north side.
Be quick about it.
Yep, Marathi and the Cult of Pleasure got to work really quick over there, so that could cause some serious issues for us. Alright, this is Decisive Victory with Low Casualties. It's a no-brainer. We're just going to auto-resolve this. And then we will occupy. Okay, let's take a look. That Chaos Corruption is down to 26 now. Can I walk around normally? I can. So that's very good as well. So the Corruption -1 is helpful enough. I think we will just go into... Additional armor isn't really useful on the Croxuar Ancients, at least not this early in the game, because 120 armor is really, really solid. So we're just going to go with the weapon strength. And then... Well, they actually stepped out of the town. Oh, so that'll get rid of them for now. We like that. Alright, so now I think there's a lot of worth in going for Unfathomable Presence. Alright, let's take a look at Skeggy. What did we get here? So, it's still tier 1, just a port. You know, that's fine. This area will get some growth, so we're okay with that.
I am contemplating.
Yeah, Marathi's right there, huh?
you. So time.
Let's see if she would join our war with the Skeggy. She will not. Okay. So, Marathi's going to give us a problem. Which, that is what it is. Okay, and we'll go into... Again, you know, 100 armor with a bronze shield, that's pretty solid. We don't really need to go into armor here. We're going to go right into a Enforcer Order. Get that weapon strength up, do more damage. Okay, we are ready to upgrade at Mako Peaks as well. I definitely want to get the Skink Chiefs going because these guys provide additional replenishment. So if you're not putting points into your replenishment in blue line, then you're definitely going to need the Skink Chiefs to kind of make up the difference for you. Okay, and this is definitely what we want here. We want to get rid of these cohorts. They're not going to be all that useful, and we're going to start getting red cresteds in this army. And this is probably Morathi declaring war on us. Yep. So, not really the situation we wanted to be in. I was hoping to have a little bit more time before Morathi decided to declare on us, but we knew she was going to. It's impossible to maintain relations with them. If Sildator had held out a little bit longer, then this probably wouldn't have happened, but it's out of our zone of control at this point.
Not a chance.
Okay, we can't actually reach them there, so we're going to go down to Skeggy. Up to Fallen Gates here. We're going to upgrade Mako Peaks. And while we're at Fallen Gates, we are going to go for... You know what, actually? We're going to hold off on this upgrade of Mako Peaks. We are going to recruit two more units of Red Crested Skinks. If I spend the 1400 here, I'll only be able to recruit one more unit anyway. You know what? I am going to take this non-aggression pact from the Blue Vipers because we're not really in a position to turn it down, and hopefully that'll give us at least the 10 turns we need to settle up things with the Skeggy and Morathi. Morathi's going to continually be a thorn in our side forever, so it probably is just the best course of action to burn everything she has to the ground. You know, it's not the kind of thing we want to be drawing out here. Okay. So now I think is a fine time to make this upgrade down at Mako Peaks. Fallen Gates is just going to have to stand with what it has. You know, it's essentially a 14 stack army counting the garrison, which isn't great, but you know, it'll have to do the job. You know, with the way the AI plays on very hard difficulty, it's entirely possible that Morathi's going to turn around and run, and it looks like she did. It does look like she did, unless she's ambushing on the border there. But it looks like Morathi turned around and went away, which would be great for us. Yeah, I mean, even the way Skeggy's, like, half engaging, half not engaging over here is just so indicative of what the AI is actually like willing to do in these situations. They just really make it look like they don't want to fight at all. So, okay. We already have a base minus 50 miscast chance, don't we? Or is that... I might be thinking of a different Legendary Lord, because I don't actually see that here, so that might be my bad. But we are going to go into... We're going to take the Roiling Skies. And then Foe Seeker is a fine ability to take at this point. Okay. Now, if you look here, there's no military presence in this province.
The air is thick with murder.
There is here. So she moved over to Iron Spike. That's pretty much all she did. If possible to reach Petrified Forest, I might just do that instead of turning around, but we do still have this Skeggy army coming. And now they're pretty much destined for death, so they're almost certainly going to launch the attack there. Okay. Queue up. Let's queue up the Tablet of Skinks. That's going to be really helpful. Building upgrades available. Alright, let's move on. Basically, the worst thing Marathi is doing is like making me keep an actual second army employed, because now we're spending money on that. That's definitely not the way you want to do things. Okay, now I'm almost certain this garrison can't win this fight. Yeah, they haven't fully replenished yet, but in the, you know, it's going to take us about 2 turns to get there, which is fine. Yeah, we'll be able to reinforce soon. So if they launch the attack next turn, we'll just defend as best as we can, but odds are we're going to be fighting over Skeggy for a little while longer. I'm not really in a position to spend this money, but it's going to have to happen. Chameleon Stalker is a really good unit. Again, anything that stalks is definitely worth looking into at this stage in the game. Stalk is a really powerful ability. And Chameleon Stalkers have to be my favorite unit out of the newer Lizardmen units. You know, I think they were introduced with the Hexoatl DLC. And Chameleon Stalkers just quickly became one of my favorite units. Their ability to just flank and surprise the enemy forces really comes in handy a lot. Especially when you're fighting things like Dark Elves and High Elves that Lizardmen historically are kind of weak against. Because to sort of flank their backline range units and artillery units and take those out right away. Okay, so we're most likely going to lose this settlement defense, but we're still going to have, so they're going to have some missile block. We're not going to do as much. Okay. Let's see, they're coming at us from 3 sides, so that definitely limits our options. Let's just bring all the javelins back here. The javelins are pretty much our only real chance here of doing some damage to them. So we'll probably set up something like this. Where these two units can rotate over to this side if they have to. And as far as the cohorts, now having them on the towers is going to be good. So this whole side is pretty much just regular marauders. I think it's more worth getting on that one. And then these two here. So this side has the actual battering ram. I think we just let them through over here. You know, we'll post a unit up to control the towers there. But I think controlling these towers is, you know, they have a battering ram as well, so I think it's just going to be more useful to guard this side that the enemy commander's coming through. So yeah, and then we're gonna have to fall back from these walls anyway, so we're really just using this to sort of take shots at those berserkers, because the berserkers are a big issue for us. So let's focus fire there, and let's take out their javelins. Want to get rid of their ranged units. That'll be fine. So basically, once these guys get into range, these javelins here, we're just going to come right off the wall, so we don't want to take that fire. Okay, gotta prepare to fall back, and we're going to. Gonna fall back to here. Right, so this wall has been abandoned now. Yeah, if they waste time putting the battering ram in, that's all well and good, you know. So we've actually done a lot of damage to the Marauder Berserkers, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. You know, we don't want those Marauder Berserkers having a field day. So I actually think this unit would be better served here. Okay. Let's check our other 3 skink cohorts. So they still haven't reached the walls over here, so we'll take these shots for free all day. I mean, but we are gonna prepare to drop back with these units in a minute. Yeah, these Marauder Berserkers took a lot of damage. That's exactly what we wanted to see. All right, the ladders arrived on the other wall, so it's time to just drop back into position here. Like I said, if they want the walls, they can have them. It's kind of a waste of time trying to defend the walls. They're gonna come right up them. And fighting on the walls is not good, especially when you're skinks. You just don't have the pound for pound punch. So let's get some towers built to harass them on their way in. Let's see, there's a tower over here, right? There we go. Yep. Okay, these units to skinks are back now, so that's good. Alright. Let's give it a little bit of speed. So we're just going to let the towers do work. You know. It's basically all you can do at this time. Okay. I just want to see kind of what directions they're going to come at us from. Okay, good. Some of these towers are shooting now. Okay, that unit of marauders over there that's kind of isolated, we're going to take advantage of that. Yeah, look at that. We're just melting them. And we're winning there. Might be worth bringing in the javelins up. Okay. Pull these guys back. That's all we wanted to do. We just wanted to rout them. They you know, they stuck themselves out there and we just took advantage. Oh, sorry, I'm concentrating a little bit, in case you guys couldn't tell, so my apologies for going a little quiet on you there. We are losing ground. But that was always going to happen. Yeah, that was what I was worried about with the Berserkers. I mean, they're still going, so they are more than capable. Let's get these guys right there. Wow, we shattered the Berserkers, so that is good news for us. And we have broken their commander. Yeah, it's the regular Marauders, I think, that are going to end up being the deciding factor. There's just too many units for us to route completely. In fact, if I can collapse this flank, then we're going to spin everybody around and try to get into this square and hold it for as long as possible. So it looks like that's what's going to happen here. Okay, could be worse, could be better. I'm really surprised we're managing to hold so well over here. I mean, it would be awesome if I didn't have to turn around Mazdamundi. Okay, shattered another unit on that side. Towers will probably finish that unit off, so let's just pull back. Yep. We've still got ammo over here. This is not the direction I wanted us to go, but this is how it's gonna happen. Don't let them shoot us for free. Ah. Nope, I don't think we're going to be able to make this happen. It was looking pretty good there for a minute, but we just don't have the numbers. Or maybe. I mean, it's not over yet, but it's getting there. You know, the more units we can break and make sure aren't coming back, the better. We might have those hunters down. The towers are definitely kind of making up the difference right now. Just make sure I don't have any units idle. Yeah, I don't think we can win this engagement, even with the tower's help. And obviously we're slowly losing down here as well, so... Yeah, it's looking like the beginning of the end here. Yep, that unit's gone. So, and these two units javelins, they're not going to win this fight. If these guys manage to rally, then maybe we've got something, but I don't think they're going to. They're getting chased off. Yep, there we go. So, really not bad for an entire skink garrison. I mean, we traded 1-for-1 with their entire army. And by the time Mazdamundi swings back around and finishes them off, they're not going to be able to replenish or re-recruit any of the units they lost here. I mean, those Marauder Berserkers were a big ticket item to get rid of. Okay. We are in forced march, but even if they come at us, we have army superiority there. Okay. The position we're in right now, you know, we're just gonna have to do everything we can to recover. Okay, we always go fire slant second. Let's end the turn and see if we can make some magic happen here. Okay. Alright. We are gonna siege him down and see what happens. Skeggy has turned into a little bit more of a thorn in our side than we thought they would be. This, we were certainly hoping that this would be done by now. And actually, they swapped out their garrison, so this is going to be done right now. Okay, there is one more Skeggy army lurking around, taking attrition in the water, and we're going to let that happen. So we're going to end the episode right here. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw here today. There's going to be more Mazdamundi Hexoatl Let's Play coming. And next episode we are going to try to finish off the Skeggy and then see if we can do enough damage to Marathi where she just gets off our back. Thank you very much.